Blessings, 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 beloved. I am Mama Pam, aka Pamela Dobson of Smurf Family International Interactive Ministry, where we read the Word of God 7 minutes every day so you do not have to read. Today's read is for Saturday, May the 27th, 2023. We will be reading from Nehemiah, the 13th chapter, resuming on the 13th verses. Nehemiah, the 13th chapter, the 13th verses, reading for 7 minutes. Nehemiah, the 13th chapter, the 13th verses, and it reads, And I made treasurers over the treasuries, Shelemiah the priest, and Zadok the scribe, and the Levites, Pedaiah, and next to them was Hanan, the son of Zaccur, the son of Mattaniah, for they were counted faithful, and their office was to distribute unto their brethren. Remember me, O my God. There it is, that remember me. Remember me, O my God, concerning this, and wipe not out my deeds, out my good deeds that I have done for the house of my God and for the offices thereof. And in those days saw I in Judah some treading wine presses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves, and ladding asses, as also wine grapes and figs, and all manner of burdens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I testified against them in the day wherein they sold victuals. There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and Jerusalem, and in Jerusalem. Then I contented with the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, What evil thing is this that ye do, and profane the Sabbath day? Did not your fathers thus? And did not our God bring all this evil upon us and upon this city? Yet ye bring more wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath. Then it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, I commanded that the gates be shut, and charged that they should not be opened till after the Sabbath. And some of my servants set I at the gates, that there should no burden be brought in on the Sabbath day. So the merchants and sellers of all kind of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. Then I testified against them, and said unto them, Why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hand on you. And so from that time forth came they no more on the Sabbath. And I commanded the Levites that they should cleanse themselves, and that they should come and keep the gates to sanctify the Sabbath day. Remember me, O my God, concerning this also, and spare me according to the greatness of thy mercy. And so in those days also saw I Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab. And their children spake, half in the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to this language of each people. And I contended with them, and I cursed them, and I smote certain of them, and plucked off their hair, and made them swear by God, saying, Ye shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters unto your sons, or for yourselves. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, who was beloved of his God, and God made him king over all of Israel. Nevertheless, even him did outlandish women cause to sin. Shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil, to transgress against our God in marrying strange wives? And one of the sons of Joadah, the son of Eliashib, the high priest, was son-in-law to Sanballat, the Horonite. Therefore I chased him from me. Remember them, O my God, because they defile the priesthood and the covenant of the priesthood and of the Levites. Thus cleansed I them from all strangers, and appointed the wards of the priests and the Levites, everyone in his business, and for the wood offering at times appointed, and for the first fruits. Remember me, O God. for good. Esther chapter 1. Esther chapter 1. Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus, this is Ahasuerus, which reigned from India even unto Ethiopia, over 127 provinces, that in those days when the king Ahasuerus sat on the throne in his kingdom, which was in Shushan, the palace, and in the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all his princes and his servants, the power of Persia and Media, the nobles and princes of the provinces, being before him. And when he shewed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the honor of his excellent majesty many days, even 180 days, that's 180. And when these days were expired, the king made a feast unto all the people that were present in Shushan, the palace, both unto great and small, 7 days. And in the court of the garden of the king's palace, where were white, green, and blue hangings, fastened with cords of fine linen and purple to silver rings and pillars of marble. The beds were of gold and silver, on a pavement of red and blue and white and black marble. And they gave them drink in vessels of gold, vessels being diverse one from another, and raw wine in abundance, according to the state of the king. And the drinking was according to the law. None did compel, for so the king had appointed to all the officers of his house that they should do according to every man's pleasure. Also, Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the women in the royal house, which belonged to King Ahasuerus. And on the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded me, Homan, Biztha, Harbona, Bigtha, and Abagtha, Zithar, and Carcass, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king, to bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal, to shew the people and the princess her beauty, for she was fair to look on. But Queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth. We are going to come back tomorrow on to bring the king. We'll do on the 7th day. So we're going up just a little bit so to have a little more continuity in what we're reading, okay? So tomorrow's going to be Sunday. 5/20, tomorrow 28, day 27. Yeah, tomorrow's 28. 7/28/23. Blessings again, family. Again, I am Mama Pam of the SMRFamily International Interactive Ministry. Now, if you go to www.7minuteread.com, www.7minuteread.com, and if you will be kind enough to pay attention to how I spell the 7, SEV number 7N, SEV number 7N, www.7minuteread.com, on that site is a safe donation button. A safe donation button so you can leave whatever the Lord leads upon your heart to leave. And also on that page is my song, Encourage Yourself. So you go there and be blessed, and I'll see you back here for the commentary at 7:30. God bless. Okay, hold on.